Hello everyone, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to the second Road to Glory episode in the same day. That's right, if you haven't already checked out the first one, which is all TOTS related and how I got my new team and all sorts of TOTS players entering the Road to Glory, make sure you check that one out first before watching this one, because you know you'll get yourself up to date, and then we can come back here. And basically today's episode is going to be my tournament run in the Daily Knockout Tournament, trying to unlock myself Callejon, team of the season, 89 rated Callejon. It's that time of year again, a very stressful time, but I'm definitely excited about it. Now, if you guys do enjoy the video, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, and of course don't forget to subscribe if you're new around here. Now, also if you watched the first episode today, you'll know that I said that I'm traveling for a couple of days. I'm going away for a couple of days on something, but I won't be here. So this morning I had one attempt at going through this Daily Knockout Tournament to win Callejon. So this is going to be that one attempt, and I'm going to show you exactly how it all went down. So first game I come up against something 4-3-1-2. He's actually got a strike force that was kind of similar to the previous team I had with like Kaká and Ibra. I think a lot of people use that nowadays, but he also had like Luis Hernandez prime, so something to be wary of. And I actually got a really early opportunity to go through, and I get a goal with Leon Bailey, I believe it was, on his debut. And then my opponent gifts me the ball, sends me through one-on-one, and I go 2-0 up in 9 minutes. So that couldn't have been a better start in this tourney. Now, this guy was actually pretty solid, to be fair, and he was really good on possession and like pass accuracy and stuff. So for him to gift me the ball like that was definitely a bit of a slice of luck, or, you know, very fortunate for me. And as you can see, a few moments later, he's absolutely capitulated, and I've gone 3-0 up in this game. And I would imagine that anyone in their right mind would just press the Xbox button, quit out of this game, because I'm already 3-0 up. But no, this guy had a little bit of cojones on him, and he ran down the other end and kickoff goaled me, or maybe it wasn't classed as a kickoff goal. It was a few minutes later after I scored. But he got a goal with Zlatan, and then he started to pressure me, and things weren't looking as rosy as I thought they might be after the first sort of 13 minutes. However, 41 minutes on the clock, Chiellini makes a rash challenge as Malcolm, one of my team of the season players, heel clicks past him, and I get gifted a penalty. Bailey takes it. And I miss. Like, it was just a terrible penalty in general. Like, I did last minute try and change direction. My controller, however, didn't change it. I must have pressed it too late. However, doesn't matter, because on the stroke of half time, I actually restore that 3-goal lead with Leon Bailey. I think that's his hat-trick goal. I think so anyway. Now, he's actually playing at cam for me, so I genuinely didn't think he would be as prolific as he's been in this first 45 minutes. And as you can see, the game is looking kind of good for us right now. I've got 45 minutes left to hold out a 3-goal lead. He brings on the free TOTS player, Carlos Lopez, and hits the post with him straight away. However, I get an opportunity with Fabinho. Why is he up there at striker? Who knows? But I actually score it, and we do stick that ball in the back of the net. We're team of the season, Fabinho. So I think he is my first TOTS player to score. I don't even think Malcolm's got a goal yet. So yeah, like, Fabinho's been the one. But my opponent was still in this game. He goes for another shot there. I sort of block it with either my keeper or Thiago Silva. But it comes straight out to Luis Hernandez, and he is able to get another goal back. I think that one was a bit of a kickoff goal. But then that happens. I fully kick-off goal him down the other end. I get an opportunity, and I think this is Malcolm. Yeah, this is Malcolm running up. I don't know if that's exactly what he looks like, if he's got like a proper player face or anything. But it looks a little bit sort of generic player face on this game at the moment. So maybe after the season that he's had this year, maybe he'll get like full on, you know, the facial scanning and stuff that they get in, you know, when they're a slightly bigger, better player, you know, because he's coming up, right? But my opponent stayed in the game again, got another friggin' goal, and I did actually manage to get, I think, yet another kickoff goal. I think it was just back and forth for a few minutes there, and Ibra gets a goal. For some reason, I accidentally hit the dab. And that wasn't an accident, actually, because there's no way you press RBYY by accident. It was just a reflex thing. And I convincingly win the game. 10 goals in that first game, though. That's right, you've already seen 10 goals in today's episode. We now move on to the second round, and I get matched up against this. I mean, it looks like a fairly meta squad, but it doesn't look like the best sort of team that you could come up against at this point in FIFA. So, right off the bat, you know, off the rip, I'm pretty confident that I've got a better team. I get a free kick really early doors, play it short to Munier, and within 3 minutes of this game kicking off, I am already 1-0 up. I don't think my opponent had even really had a touch of the ball, apart from when he wiped me out and gave that free kick away. So, I didn't know if this guy was any good. I couldn't really tell because all I'd done is gone 1-0 up really early, and that gives me a huge confidence boost. And then that doesn't really make much of a difference to me. Like, yeah, he got in a position to score, but the odd random deflection over the goalkeeper into the back of the net, I class that as a little bit of luck. So I still don't know whether this guy's good. But after 20 minutes of playing against him and realising that his pass accuracy was amazing, he seemed to be able to hold the ball well, and he gets that goal to take him into the lead, I knew I had a tough opponent on my hands. Now, so far, the first 2 rounds of this tournament, although I won the first one pretty convincingly, the level of opponent has been high, really high. Now, I get an equaliser here in the 33rd minute. I also don't know, it could be partly down to sweat. Everyone wants these players, right? And then partly down to the time of day that I was playing. I was playing at like 10, 11 a.m. today on Monday, and obviously there's a lot of normal casual people would be like at school or at work. So the people that are playing this are the diehards at this time of the day, and we're early in the tournament, so all of the really good players haven't even yet won the player. So the level of opponent I was coming up against felt super high. But then I've also seen some people say on Twitter that the tournament seemed really, really easy. So I guess they're either way better at FIFA than I am, or they got kind of lucky. But this game's 3-3 at the moment. We can't really tell which way it's going. And then I score that lovely goal on the turn with Malcolm. Actually, a really, really nice finish. And I think I might have let off a little squeal as I did it, because this kind of means quite a lot. You know, it's an 89 rated team of the season player. Whether or not I find a massive use for him, I don't know. But it's useful and fun to try and earn yourself a player like this. I mean, in the moment, it might not seem like fun, but if you do get to the end, get to the final, win the final, you feel a sense of achievement for getting a player like that. Now, I go 5-3 up, and I did my very best to hold the ball in my opponent's half for the rest of the game. I get a penalty because he was obviously stressed out and pissed off, and I take it with Fabinho, who has got 99 penalties, by the way. I score it, and that's where he decided that he would quit. That was where he would go. So 19 goals, I think it is, in the first 2 games of this tournament. That's a little bit nutty. So moving on into the semis, look at that team. He's got Red Lozano. He's got 98 Salah. He's got 3 icons, a 94 De Bruyne, a Tots Van Ginkel. This guy has a smacker of a team, and I could tell, like, right from the get-go that he was a very, very good player. Now, actually, the first few minutes of the game were all mine. I kind of had a few opportunities, but I squandered them. And then Lozano, look at this sort of give and go that he did there. I couldn't track that run, or I failed to track that run. I tried, but I failed. And I go 1-0 down to this guy, and that was not good, because I knew that he was someone I was really struggling against. However, Malcolm does a great bit of turning and running and heel clicking and shooting to actually get me the equaliser just a few minutes later. So we're back in this game, and the confidence boost you get from something like that is huge, because actually, although this guy seemed like he was really good, I can score against him. He's not unbeatable. And then my defending is just horrific right there. I'm so worried about this Salah on his left foot that I left a massive gap for him to turn back into. So big that he could turn back into that gap and then get back on the strong foot and take the shot. Terrible from me. And it gets worse. 42 minutes on the clock. I go 3-1 down. And with the state of this guy's team, It says something about Gabriel Jesus right there. He's still got the 81 Jesus up front. With the crazy 98 rated player and stuff that he's got in his team, he's still got Gabriel Jesus, which just shows you how overpowered he is. And unfortunately, things take another turn for the worse. 5 minutes into the second half, I'm now 3 goals down. I get scored on by Lozano, but there's a tiny slither of hope, because I get this goal with Keita Balde Diao, and I decide to pause it, and I know that I've not got a huge amount of time left, so I did what the pros do in the tournament, which is overload the attack. Do my very best to try and get forward, and I had a few opportunities, but then that happened, right? Goalie parries it straight out to Salah, empty net, rebound goal. I've lost my head completely. I get Malcolm sent off. That's annoying. Why have I done that? But yeah, 88 minutes on the clock with 3 goals. I've lost the game. I did see it out until the end. I didn't press the Xbox button or anything. But that was my one shot. Like, if I lost the first round, yeah, I'd have had another. I'd have still had time to go through and play again. But I'm now away until like Wednesday, so there's no extra chance for me to play this. So Callejon is the first player that we've let slip through our grasp. And I don't think he really looks that amazing. Like 95 pace, 89 dribbling, 87 shooting's good. But there are so many players out there. Like, that's not too far off of the Lozano that I've got. And Lozano's got 4-star skills and weak foot. Like, it's not a huge deal to me. Now, because, like I said, I am away for a couple days, this TOTS is still in packs. So I've sold both Malcolm and Fabinho. Fabinho had already sold by the time I finished up. Malcolm has sold since, and I can show you that at the start of the next episode. But yeah, I've offloaded them just for now. I enjoyed them, and I think I still want them in my team, but I just feel like a few days down the line that they are going to be a lot lower in price, and if that's the case, I don't want to lose that many coins just yet, and they were a very similar price to what I paid for them, so I'll just lose the tax on them for now, and then aim to either buy them back or get different TOTS players in come towards the end of the week. So yeah, it'll probably be a couple of days until the next Road to Glory episode, and we'll see what the prices of TOTS are looking like then. Don't forget to go and try your best to unlock that Tots Callejon. Do better than I did. Unlock him, guys. But it's so unfortunate that I wasn't actually able to do so. Very good player that just annihilated me in the semi-final. So GG's to you. I hope you eventually ended up winning him. Guys, do me a favour. Hit that thumbs up button at the end of this video if you have enjoyed. And don't forget to subscribe if you're new around here. All of that stuff means a great deal to me. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day. And I will catch you next time. Peace.